Hey guys, Jakey down under here, continuing our Wanda week. Today we're going to use Wanda with the aggression aspect. We're going to take on Taskmaster with the Hydra Patrol and the Weapon Master modular encounter set. I've never really played against Taskmaster before. I played the last time I played against him. I subbed out Weapon Master for another module set, and it didn't work out very well because there's a card where you have to search the encounter deck for a weapon attachment. And without Weapon Master, you're not going to draw that card. So you'll wind up burning through the whole encounter deck. You'll get an acceleration token. And I'm not a big fan of that, so I'm just going to keep it as is. Anyway, I'll go ahead and I'll go through my deck and I'll try to explain what's going on with it. Well, the Scarlet Witch, I consider her, I call her, she's a free hero, which means she's not dependent on any type of resources, such as stores depend on energy resources and the like. So and she's not dependent on effects. The only thing she's dependent on is the boost icons. So in this deck, we'll have her standard double resources of strength, energy, and genius. I'll have two powers of all of us. That way I can reduce my basic gray card cost, such as Heimdall. I can reduce his cost to play him. Same thing with Sentry. Heimdall, he's a 2 thwart, 3 attack ally. Whenever he attacks, he takes 2 damage. When he thwarts, he takes 1. He's got 4 hit points. But then after he enters play, you look at the top 3 cards in the encounter deck and discard one of them and put the others back in any order. So when trying to look at those boost icons and see what's coming up, you can try to manipulate the deck as much as you can to go in your favor. Sentry, he's a 4 cost ally. He's a 2 thwart, 3 attack. He's a 5 hit points. He's an Avenger. And so he has a force response. So after Sentry enters play, you control yourself in the counter card. And then we have Tigra. She's an Avenger, 3 cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 3 hit points. But after she attacks and defeats a minion, you get the heal damage from her. Quinn Carrier, it's 3 cost support. It's an Avenger vehicle. Play only if your day has the Avenger trait. You exhaust Quinn Carrier to give yourself a wild resource. Avengers Mansion, it's a 4 cost support. It's an Avenger location, max 1 per player. You exhaust Avengers Mansion to choose a player. That player draws a card. 2 copies of Team Building Exercise, a 2 cost support. It's a hero action to exhaust Team Building Exercise to play a card from your hand that shares a trait with your hero, reducing its resource cost by 1. That way you can put in your Avengers cheaper, you can put in Quinn Carrier cheaper, you can put in Avengers Mansion cheaper. The only thing we'll be able to trigger this with is Heimdall because he has the Asgard trait. Downtime, it's a 1 cost upgrade, gives you plus 2 recovery, so that's for survivability. Endurance, plus 1 upgrade, you get plus 3 hit points, that's for survivability. Swords of Supreme, 2 cost upgrade, play up the other mystic trait, which we do. Of course, we all know the other mystic will be your other hero is Doctor Strange. And so you get plus 1 hand size when hero form, so of course play this to increase our hand size. Martial prowess to generate a physical resource for an attack event. It's a 2 cost upgrade. Combat training, 2 cost upgrade gives you a plus 1 attack. Because we all know Scarlet Witch, she has an attack of 1, which is really terrible. So we need to boost her attack up at least by 1. Lion Weight, 1 cost upgrade. It's a hero response attack. So after minion engages, you discard Lion Weight to deal 3 damage to that minion. That's pretty much for minion control. You can also trigger Martial prowess to generate. Actually, no, I don't think if we're in attack. No, it's attack event. That's not great, so no, you can't do that. Skill Strike is a free event. You get plus 2 attack for that attack. 1 copy of Relentless Assault. That's what you use Martial Prowess for to deal 5 damage to a minion, and then you pay for it the physical resource. So if you use Martial Prowess, you'll get overkill. That's for minion control. Into the Fray is also for minion control. It's 3 cost event. You deal 6 damage to a minion, and then for each point of excess damage, you move 1 through from the main scheme. Order and Chaos. Let's get rid of Treachery cards. Of course, you want to play that when you have Quicksilver in play. And that's a 1 cost event. And then 2 copies of Spiritual Meditation. That's just for card draw. It's a 0 cost event. Play only if you have the Mystic trait, which we do. and you get to draw 2 cards and choose one card from your hand to discard. So that's pretty much it. I don't really have a name for this type of deck. I know how like Steve from Beat the Game, he'll name decks for like Juggernaut Aggression or whatever. I'm not that familiar with that stuff. So to me, this is just a straight up Avenger deck. You know, that's just me. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get the game rolling. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and we'll go ahead and get this game going. So like I said, we'll take on Taskmaster using the Hydra Patrol and the Weapon Master module and counter sets. So the setup is going to be set each captive ally inside out of play. Discard the encounter deck for Hydra Patrol and put it into play and then shuffle the encounter deck. Taskmaster, he'll come with 1 scheme to attack, and he has a force response that after a player changes the hero form, they discard the top card in the encounter deck and take damage equal to the number of boost icons on that card. And he will also come in with 13 hit points. Go ahead and shuffle these up. I'll go ahead and shuffle the ally deck. Put that aside. So we'll go ahead and search for Hydra Patrol. There it is. So Hydra Patrol comes with 2 threat per player. Has a crisis icon, so we can't remove any threat from the main scheme while this is in play, unless you have an effect that lets you to bypass crisis. Hydra soldiers perform the routine in patrol to maintain control of their territory, and once defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion and puts it in the player with engage with them, and then shuffle the encounter deck. Shuffled up there. Comes with 2 threat. We'll go ahead and flip this over. So Hunting Down Heroes has a threshold of 12. So once it hits 12, the game's going to be over. Notorious Taskmaster has been deployed by Hydra's Chief of Police. His top priority is to hunt down outlaw heroes. As a force response, after resolving step 1 in the villain phase, each player in hero form must choose to either place 1 threat here or take 1 damage. And if the stage is completed, the players lose the game. It's going to come in with 1 threat per player. And at the beginning of the villain phase, it'll advance by 1 per player. Let's go ahead and get him set to 13. Then we'll go ahead and shuffle our deck up. Oops. So like me with my deck building, I don't plan my deck against what villain I'm facing. I pretty much just try to put in cards I think that work well with each other and see how it rolls. I really don't believe in building to the villain. I kind of consider that a bit of cheating, but that's just my opinion. Alright, we're shuffled up there. Draw our hands of 6, giving us a Warp Reality, Into the Fray, another Into the Fray, a Hex Bolt, Genius, and Order and Chaos. Let's go ahead and get rid of these Into the Frays. There's no minions there, so we're not going to need them. That's 4, so we'll get another Molecular Decay. In combat training, alright. Do I want to trigger Superpower Siblings? Probably not. So we'll do this. We'll spend 2 for spin Genius. For combat training, 2 cost upgrade, max 1 per player. Your hero gets +1 attack. Let's flip over Scarlet Witch. which will trigger Taskmaster's force response. So when we change the hero form, discard the encounter deck and take damage equal to the number of boost icons on that card. So discard this to 0. We take 0 damage. Let's go ahead and spend 3. To play Molecular Decay. So it's a 3-cost event. It's a hero attack action. You're going to deal 5 damage to an enemy and discard the top 2 cards in the encounter deck. For each boost icon, discard this way. Deal additional damage to the enemy. So we'll do 5, knocking the Taskmaster down to 8. Discard the top card. For this one, it's a 2, so he takes another 2 damage. He's down to 6. And then the second one is a 3. So he's down to 3. And then we'll thwart for 2 to get rid of Hydra Patrol. Get that crisis out of the way. And then we'll go ahead and end our turn. Drawing up to 5. Giving us team building exercise. Tigra. Powering all of us. Quicksilver. And a magic shield. So we'll go ahead and advance the scheme by 1, up to 2. So after resolving step 1 in the hero phase, each hero player in hero form must choose either place 1 threat hero taking damage. We'll do the threat. Goes to 3. He's going to attack for 2. We won't block. We'll do 2 plus 1 is 3. That goes down to 7. Then we will take an encounter card, which is a gang up. We're a hero form, so the villain in each minion engaged with you is going to attack. We'll go ahead and defend this time. He'll do 2 plus another 2, which is 4. Our defense is 2, so we take 2 damage down to 5. So let's go ahead and take our turn. So we'll use Power of All of Us to double the resource to put in team building exercise. The team building exercise is a 2-cost support. You exhaust team building exercise to play a card from your hand that shares a trait with the hero, reducing its cost by 1. And then let's spend 1 to put Magic Shield in. So it's a 1-cost upgrade. When a friendly character would take any amount of damage, discard Magic Shield to prevent 3 of that damage. Then we'll end our turn. We'll get Martial Prowess, Endurance, Sentry, and Spiritual Meditation. So this is advanced by 1. We'll put the... So we take damage down to 4. That'll be at 5. And let's advance it to 5. So we won't take any damage. Discard the we're not changing hero form, so we don't have to worry about that. So he'll attack for 2. We'll defend for 2, 0, take no damage. Counter card. Treachery, Hunted by Hydra, Incite 1. So we take another threat. When revealed, each player in hero form takes 1 damage and discards 1 card at random from their hand. So we're down to 4. Discard 1 card at random from my hand. Let's just rid of this one. So we just pitched Quicksilver. Awesome. So it's our turn. Let's play Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 cards. Agatha Hardness, another Spiritual Meditation, and then we discard 1. Let's discard Agatha Hardness. Play another Spiritual Meditation and draw 2. Magic Shield. Lie in wait. So let's see here. Let's go with lion weight. Let's do one for endurance. Does plus 3 hit points. Brings up to 7, so we ain't gotta worry about going to back to alter ego mode. And then let's go ahead and just end our turn then. We'll get Sorcerer Supreme, Chaos Magic, and Avengers Mansion. So this will go to 6. He'll attack for 2. We're not going to block. We'll do 2. 3 is 5. We'll get rid of Magic Shield. Actually, you know what? No. We'll do Chaos Control instead, so we'll try to knock that down some. So he'll attack for 2 and a boost. So you're a hero form, take 1 damage. Otherwise, place 1/3 if you're on the main scheme. So we're a hero form. We'll take a damage down to 6. He'll do 2. We'll use Magic Shield for 2. And then we'll take an encounter card. Advanced. The villain's going to scheme. Awesome. So he schemes for 1. Just schemes for 1. He's up to 8. So it's our go. We need to get him on the table, so we'll do 1. So we'll do this. We'll do Chaos Magic. Play a card from your hand. Always resource cost of this card cards to the top counter deck equal to that card's source cost. So we'll put Sentry in play for free. We'll have to discard 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll come in. He's a 4-cost ally, 2 thwart, 3 attack, 5 health. Force response at the Sentry and turns and his player you control to yourself 1 encounter card. I should have triggered, so I reduced it by 3. So I had to discard 3 encounter cards, but that's alright. So we'll go ahead and thwart for 2. He'll take a damage. We'll also thwart for 2. Bringing that down to 4. And we'll do, we'll do Avengers Mansion to put in Magic Shield. We'll end our turn. Giving us power all of us. Magic Shield. Team building exercise. And a Hex Bolt. So it's up to 5. We'll take the damage. He'll attack for 2. We won't block. We'll do 2 plus 2. We'll spend Magic Shield. We'll take 1 damage. Then the encounter card. Mimicry, Treachery. When revealed hero form, discard the top 5 cards of your deck. If an attack card was discarded, the Taskmaster attacks you. Awesome. So that's a spell. That's a spell. There we go. Molecular Decay. So that's an attack. 4 is the Witch's Crest. Another Molecular Decay. So he's going to attack. Oh boy. I don't want to do this, but let's block with Sentry. So he'll do 2 plus 1. Let's go ahead and trigger Chaos Control to get rid of. So he'll do 3. Nah, he'll just do 3. Didn't want to do that, but I can't risk going the hero back to alter ego just yet. So so let's go ahead. Let's spend 2 for a Sorcerer Supreme, and then let's do another 2 to play Hex Bolt. So Hex Bolt's a 2-cost event. So it's a hero action. Discard top 3 cards in the card deck. For each card discarded this way, that boost icon is equal to 0. Deal 2 damage. 1, remove 2 threat from the scheme. 2, draw a card, or 3 or more. Use a status card in the character. So our first one is 2. So we'll draw a card. Then we got Strength. The second one is a boost. So that's going to be 0. So it'll do 2 damage to an enemy. Put them down to 1. And then our third one is a 1. So move 2 threat from a scheme. And then should we attack to get him level 2 or take down that threat? But we have to go to alter ego mode. Let's take down that threat. So we'll threat for 2, going down to 1. And we'll write ourselves back up. Our hand size is now 6 because of Sorcerer Supreme. So we'll get Relentless Assault, a Hex Bolt, Queen Carrier, Heimdall, and an energy. Go ahead. Goes to 2. Sentry's going to block this. He's going to attack. Going to do 2. This 2 is 4. So Sentry's gone. And then a counter card, Hydra Soldier. So it's a 1 scheme, 2 attack minion, 4th health. He has guard, so when he's engaged with you, you can't attack the villain. And then when he's defeated, you're going to deal with the engaged player in the counter card. So let's do this. Let's play Energy for Relentless Assault. Relentless Assault is a 2-cost event. It's an attack, so we can't be stunned to use it. You're going to deal 5 damage to a minion, and you pay for this card using a physical resource, which we are using Strength, not Energy. Then it's attacking his overkill, so excess damage for this attack is going to be dealt to the minion, so he'll do 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. Taking Taskmaster 1 out. Flipping over to Taskmaster 2. Comes in with 16 hit points. He'll have 2 scheme, 2 attack. Will reveal until each player in a counter card. Force response after the player changes the hero form. You discard the top card in the card that can take damage equal to that number that boost icons on that card. Let's go ahead and exhaust team building exercise to pay 2 for the Queen Carrier. So Queen Carrier is a 3-cost support. It's an Avenger vehicle. That's how I was able. It has an Avenger trait. We had the Avenger trait. So by using team building exercise, we reduced the cost by 1. So we exhaust Queen Carrier to generate a energy resource. So we'll do 1, 2 to play another Hex Bolt. So the first card is a 2. So we draw a card. We deck ourselves, so we take another counter card, shuffle our deck up. Second card is a 2. So we'll draw a card. And then the third one is a 3. 3 was put a status card. So let's Let's get him confused because we need a heal. What's that? What's that? And then let's punch for 1, and then combat train gives us 1, so he'll go down to 14. And then we'll flip over. And we'll stay as is, so we'll draw our hand size. Well, yeah. So it's Supreme, so we have a mission trait. We have a mission trait here. As alter ego, the hand size would be +1, so we go 7. So that's martial prowess, lying in wait, Heimdall, Avengers Mansion, and Relentless Assault. So this is with a 1. We're not in hero form, so that's not going to trigger that response. He's confused, so he's not going to scheme. We get the counter card. So our first one is Hunted by Hydra. Has Incite 1, so we place 1 threat in the main scheme. Bring it to 4. We're not in hero form, so it's not going to trigger. Second one, Sleeping Sanity. So we either exhaust 1 to maximal because we're already in hero, we're already alter ego form. We discard the top 5 cards in the card deck, and for each star icon in the boost area, discard this way, place 1 threat in the main scheme. So discard his obligation. Where's Exhauster to get this out of the game? And then Weapon Master Treachery. Reveal alter ego, the building schemes, and if they have a weapon attachment, discard any search. Well, he doesn't have weapon attachment, so he's just going to scheme for 2 plus 2 is 4. Bringing this now to 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So it's Argo. Let's see what we're going to do here. Let's do 1 for downtime to give us +2 recovery. We don't have the emergency traits, so it has to be a hero action anyway. Let's go ahead and do Twin Carrier. 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get Heimdall into play. So after Heimdall is played, the top 3 cards in the counter deck and discard 1 of them and put those back in any order. So we're going to look at 2. Yeah, we'll discard Taskmaster Training Camp for that one. He'll go ahead and work for 2, taking a damage. Can't do anything else. Wait in our turn. The obligation really sucks because I really need to get back in the hero form, but alright, whatever. So skill strike, magic shield, into the fray, energy, team building exercise, quicksilver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then sword scream is 7. Harm all of us. Scheme advance to 1. One to 7. And then he's going to scheme for 2. Plus 1. It's 3. We're at 10. Now we'll get an acceleration token because the villain decked himself. So now this will go up by 2. Shuffle this up. Then we're getting the counter card. Oh gosh, I was in the past. Boy. Alright, so when reveal your satisfied nemesis minion and put her into play, engage with you. Then reveal your satisfied nemesis side of this game and put it into play, and then shuffle the rest of your satisfied nemesis card set into the card deck. And if your destiny does not enter the game this way, this card gains surge. So in comes Luminous. She has 2 ski, 2 attack with 5 health. She's elite. Has a force response after Luminous activates against you. Discard the top card in the counter deck with 2 more boost icons were discarded this way to yourself in the counter card. Her side scheme is the next evolution. It comes in with 2 threat per player. And you get to increase the number of boost icons at each encounter by 1. Oh god. Alright. That's how I go. First off, we're going to heal. So 3 for 2, and 3 and 5. So we're going back up to 9. We'll spend 2 using Power of All of Us to put in team building exercise. Let's do we'll flip over. So after a player changes a hero form, discard the top card in the card, they can take damage equal to the number of boost icons on that card. 2. Alright. Down to 7. Let's do 1, 2, 3. To play Into the Fray. So it's a 3-cost event. Attack. We deal 6 damage to a minion, and for each point excess dealt in this way, we move 1 threat from the main schemes. We'll take Luminous out. She has 5 with 1 left. Bring that down to 9. Heimdall's going to thwart for 2. Bring it down to 7. And then we'll exhaust team build exercise twice to reduce the cost to put Quicksilver into play. We'll spend 2 to put Quicksilver in. I was able to do that because of Avengers trait. And let's thwart for 1. Get rid of that. Actually, because that was in play, it had been 2, so it's 3, so we're down to 6. Then we'll ready him up and get rid of that again. Ready back up. Draw 6 cards. Molecular Decay. Order and Chaos. Chaos Magic. Another Molecular Decay. Tigra. And a Hex Bolt. Alright. So we'll increase by 2. Putting this up to 9. He'll attack for 2. We'll block. 2. This one's 3. Defensive 2. We take 1 damage. Down to 5. Taking a counter card. The Magical Suspension is an attachment attached to identity. Each card you play plays 1 cost initial resource and exhaust your hero to discard this card. Then it'll be our turn. Yeah. Each card you play costs 1 additional resource. Alright, so let's go ahead and thwart for 2. Knocking that down on 7. Let's go ahead and hit Taskmaster for 2. Put him down to 12. We'll take a damage. I'll take some damage. Let's see here. We can't get rid of that because we're already exhausted. So we're going to play Molecular Decay. It's going to cost us 4. Yeah, let's use Chaos Magic. That'll cost us 1. Let's play Chaos Magic. So play a card from your hand, ignoring its resource cost, and discard cards from the top of the counter deck. You will do that card. Printed resource cost. So a print is still only 3. So play Molecular Decay. So we discard top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We deal 5 damage to an enemy. Knocking Taskmaster down to 7. Discard the top 2 cards in your card deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, deal 1 additional damage to the enemy. So we'll do 1. We'll do Chaos Control to try and increase that. So we discard that to 2. Put down to 5. And then the second one is another 2. Putting down to 3. Let's spend 2. I can't because it's going to cost. Yeah, we can. So we'll do 2. Quick Carriers 3 for a Hex Bolt. So first card is 0. So we're going to deal 2 damage. He's down to 1. The second one is a 2. So we'll draw a card. And the third one is a 1. So remove 2 threat from a scheme. Bring that down to 7. Then we're ready back up. He's down to 1, so hopefully we got this in the bag. We'll draw a Hex Bolt, another Hex Bolt, Warp Reality, Power All of Us, 3/5, Interfray 6. So we'll do this. We will take the damage. We're down to 4. He's going to attack for 2. We will block with Quicksilver. He'll do 2. This one's 3. So Quicksilver's out of here. And then, oh, that goes to another one because Celebration Token. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the counter card, Hydra Soldier. 1 scheme, 2 attack, 4 cost. He has guard. When defeating a counter card. We never took one from last time, I don't think, so we'll just take one now. And then our second counter card is Chaos Manipulation. Search the counter deck and discard power for Luminous. According to play, engage with you, discard the top 2 cards in your card deck. For the play, engage with you, discard the top 2 cards of the counter deck. 2 of whose more icons this way, Luminous activates and gets you. So there's a 1. And a 2. Let's go ahead and use Chaos Magic to try to get down to 1. No, it's still a 2. So she'll activate against us. So she'll do 2 attack. Crap. Let's just block a Heimdall to take the 2. And then discard the top card of the card deck with 2 more boost icons. Discards with yourself on the counter card. Though it's only 1. That's how I go. He's down to 1. Let's go out in style. Let's Oh, I should use Warp Reality. Ain't worry about that. That's alright. So we'll just do we'll do 1, 2 for a Hex Bolt. So we'll do, there's 1. Let's remove 2/3 from a scheme. There's a 3. So place a status card on the character. We'll take a tough. And then the 3rd one. Come on, we need a 1 so we can manipulate it to a 0. It's a 0! We can deal 2 damage to enemy or bypass guard, and Taskmaster is out of here. Whew, that was fucking close. Anyway, that's the game. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I really like Scarlet Witch. She's really good. She's probably one of my favorite heroes in the game now. Anyway, go ahead, like and subscribe, and of course, always hit that share button to spread the word of this new channel. So anyway, I will see you guys later. Take care.